AFC North after their comeback win over the Jaguars. So, Snoop, how you feeling?
I'm living my best life.
Really?
Lil Duval, I know he's living his worst life. Yeah, because
I don't think his team won a game since he's been on here.
yeah, but you know what they did? They put his face on the shoes and said, "I'm living my best life," and singing a song and dancing before the game. And after the game, I couldn't find him. I was like, what happened? No, we looking good right now. Shout out to Le'Veon Bell. I mean, I respect your decision to take care of your body and get you more money next year, wherever you may land. But I think we have a great team, and everybody there in that locker room is about the mission right now. Connor is doing a great job. The defense is actually stepping up, which is shocking to me. They making plays. They coming to life. Juju, my kid from the Snoop Youth Football League. AB. I mean, McDonald. I mean, I like the way we're looking right now. Ben, he love throwing interceptions to start the game off to make my blood pressure rise, and then he calms me down.
So will they miss Le'Veon when it gets cold in the playoffs? You know?
I don't think so. I think that their mentality is Connor now.
Yep.
Connor came in week 1, and they had to, like, play straddle the fence, but now it's like no more straddling. It's your job. Make it work. You've been doing it so far. You probably got more yards than Le'Veon had anyway. So don't worry about that. And Le'Veon was giving you love anyway. He was texting you and being supportive, so let's roll on. Let's get this thing done.
That locker room was not being supportive of Le'Veon.
Right.
I mean, that dysfunction. Because I come from, as much work as he done, y'all supposed to represent him as opposed to being against him, and that's his money. Don't not to speak on no other man's money. Actually, that's what we don't do. We don't watch nobody's pockets. That's just hood. It's just come from the hood. We don't watch your money. Whatever you get, you get.
You get. We supportive of that.
Yes.
And that's why you know, and Skip and I, we talked about this a lot. I just felt after hearing what they said in the beginning, I thought it was virtually impossible.
They ran him off.
They
ran him off. He wanted to come back, but they ran him off, and then he started to feel like, this is my body. My body is my money. I ain't finna come out there and play no 4 or 5 games for y'all, 6 games to get hurt. Y'all don't really want me here anyway. I'll just wait. Go somewhere next year where they'll pay me a whole lot of money, and I can use all of this to my best of my ability.
So there's another pro football team right under our nose here in Los Angeles called the Rams, and you grew up real close to what used to be their practice facility in Long Beach.
Yes, sir.
Can you get on the bandwagon? Do you have, I know you're a Steelers through and through, heart and soul, but can you adopt them? Can you be part of them?
I think it's just genetics. I'm from California, so we just naturally have to like them and have to become a part of their organization. And then they got a great coach. I like the young coach. He's a goon. I like how he think. I like Gurley. I like, Aaron Donald. He's probably the best football player I've seen in like 15 years. He reminds me of Mean Joe Green. He is special, man. So naturally, I like him. Am I a fan? Yeah, I'm a fan. But I'm a Steelers fan first. So if the Steelers...
how did that start? Tell the story.
In the 70s, man. Skip, man. I was watching football in the 70s, man, as a little kid. And I was, man, Young Blood, Ham, Lambert, my man, Mel Blunt, Donnie Shell, L.C. Green. Come on, man. That was special for a kid
I got
like
to throw
me.
Terry Bradshaw in there, too.
Oh, come on, man. Terry was cold. I like the way he talked.
Yeah. So, do you see the Rams? Are they the team to beat right now?
I think that the Saints groomed them. And that's how they was able to beat the Chiefs. They needed that game with the Saints to understand that you got to go, you got to get groomed. You got to understand what a championship level game is about. They hadn't been tested like that. They won against the Packers, which the Packers was going to beat them if homie didn't fumble the ball, because Discount Double Check was finna go down the field and do that.
Discount Double Check, he was
finna go do that, believe that. But they got tested versus the Saints, and then the next week they have to go up. You have to play not to the level of your competition, but the level of your team. See, because you play the level of your competition, sometimes they may be weak and you play down to their level. But if you always play to the level of your team, you're supposed to always be here. That's why I like Drew Brees and Sean Payton, because they trying to kill you every chance they get. We want 7. 7, 7, 7, 7.
Who's your MVP right now?
Mahomes.
Oh, my homeboy.
He cold. I can't even front, man. I mean, I ain't never seen it like that before, Skip. I've been watching it for a long time. I'm seeing him, the way he running, he off balance, and his passes still got speed, accuracy, and the way he avoids pressure, and he's calm, and they're down, and he's just sitting in the pocket, chilling and kicking it, and he's going up against Brady and going up against, like, I'm watching him like, in 3 years, he's going to be special, but right now, to have 30, how many touchdowns he got?
37.
37 touchdowns.
So, Snoop, he did lose to Tom Brady.
That is
the other
true.
night, I think my eyes told me, I don't know, maybe I dreamed this, but I think he gave the Rams 21 points with 3 huge turnovers, and then in the last minute and a half of that game, he threw 2 ugly interceptions.
Did you see that 99? I got 99 problems, and Aaron Donald is one. That's a lot to deal with, Skip, when you back there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did his thing, but Aaron gonna get you sooner or later, man. The boogeyman coming.
I hear you, but Drew Brees is doing his
Drew doing
thing.
it. I
He
can't
is doing
front.
it like at the highest level.
We'll say 1A, 1.
Okay.
Because Drew is doing it at the highest level, true indeed, but I just feel like his competition ain't what the Chiefs are facing. That NFC South division
Did you
is
guys
garbage.
talk before the show?
No, we ain't talk.
Huh?
Nah, and we're
gonna talk later, though.
Yeah. I get on that right there. I ain't gonna be able to say nothing. Do nothing but sign language.
So let's go from pro football to college football because you are USC through.
Why do you have to bring this up?
I know, but we need your insight
Need it.
because your team has lost 4 or 5 to fall.
They're
to
not gonna
5
like what
and
I'm finna
6.
say.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like what I'm
Well,
finna
just
say.
lay it on the table.
I'm gonna
for
say it
us.
and I'm gonna mean it. Fire the coach. Get you a quarterback that can move. Get you a new system that fits 2018. Student body left, student body right is out of here. You have to be dynamic. This is California. We have some of the greatest athletes, finesse, skilled players, but you're not using them. That's why we're losing them to Oregon, Washington State, to the SEC, to the ACC. We couldn't beat a team in the ACC or the SEC, even the worst teams right now, because we're not prepared. We don't have the right quarterback. And no disrespect to the quarterback we got, but when pressure comes, he's done. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to be athletic. You got to be able to make plays on your own. You got to be able to extend the play. If you can't do that, we're weak. That's the first start. Then the coach, you're weak. Get out of here. Get us somebody in there that know how to run. Get the Penn State coach. I like him.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He a
You know-
dog.
You know what he's saying?
James Franklin,
He-
former Vanderbilt.
He said, you know
you're
what he
right.
said? You know what Snoop said? Now, if Nick Saban can change and go up-tempo, throw the ball all over the field,
Because remember when Nick was crying about the game going too fast? They
gotta
need to
go
slow
get-
it down. And then he was like, you know what? I ain't going to cry about it. I'm going to be about it. Let me go get me some of them pieces.
but then got on tour.
Ooh, that tour is something special. That's what we need, a tour. There's a lot of tours out here. Why don't y'all go and get y'all one SC and quit playing?
You know, once upon a time, Tua would have gone to USC.
He would have.
Seriously.
True indeed.
Yeah.
if the coaching
Hawaii
and the
kid, you
spirit,
just- that's
it
where
just
you go.
naturally fit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The spirit is going at SC. And then I heard they don't even let some of their old athletes walk the sideline. Some of the guys like Lindell White, some of the guys who brought championship spirit there aren't welcome there and don't get the treatment that they deserve. Yeah. So it's a
Yeah,
dysfunction.
you got to have that. I mean, you look at all the programs. You look at the Miamis. You look at the Alabamas. When there's an opportunity for
Their
those
alumni
over-
is lined up.
They deep. They
So
deep.
you want Clay Helton gone.
Bye.
And the kids that you have coached, the kids you know from the hood, from
Yes.
from Long Beach for
Yes,
sure.
Yes.
Are they not interested in USC anymore? Are they losing the feel for it?
This is what's going on. I got so many kids that's in high school right now, and they say this. I love SC, but they weak. There's nothing there. Why would you want to play for a school that's not winning? When you watching Alabama, Clemson, all these different teams around,
Ohio State.
yeah, you're watching this every year, the same annual routine happen. We can't beat Notre Dame. We keep losing in the Pac-12. We're not bowl worthy. We're not bowl eligible. We got to get our thing together to where let's fix it. Sometimes you got to overhaul and just clean it out.
I mean, Snoop want his team to go to the Alabama Invitational. That's the college football playoff. You know, Alabama go every year.
Remember when SC played Alabama the first game of the season and we got dusted?
Yeah.
Dusted.
Dusted off.
Feels like a long time.
Yeah, and no, it wasn't a long time ago. It's still in my head.
Feels like it. Whew. And that one
There were a
against
lot
the
of
Bruins.
years when USC just dominated.
And see, Pete, what I love about Pete had the right spirit. He let alumni. He let people that
Carroll,
loved SC. He let people that wasn't even from California. If you love the university, come on out here and have fun. And Will Ferrell and everybody coming to get the guys together and just the spirit, the morality was there.
Pete might have been the most perfect college coach in history.
He
Because
was.
Peter put on shoulder pads and cleats and run down on the
Yes,
kickoff team.
yes.
Pete was rah-rah. And it's so far it's translated well for Seattle because those guys are raw. He's big into that. But USC, I mean, when you think of college football, USC used to be where it was. But like you said, you got to go up tempo. You got to run the spread set. You got to throw the ball all over the field. And the teams that win, that's what the teams
what they do.
Ohio State used to be Skip. Student body left, student body right. Alabama, Coach Saban just in the last year and a half changed because Coach Saban still wants to run the football and play defense. When he got on TT, he came off the bench in that national championship game. He ain't look back. Ain't look back.
So USC will not want to hear what you said, but they needed to hear what
They needed to hear
said.
because we're not even going to go to a bowl game this year. Now, when is the last time I said that? We didn't even get invited to the Vegas Bowl, the Holiday Bowl, the Atari Bowl, the Undisputed Bowl.
We need a bowl.
Yeah, we
Let's
do.
Let's get one together, and we can all host it together. That'll be tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we can put a.
So are
But
you,
we can't put no gift bags together. Snoop, we ain't got that kind of money because you know the gift bags that we gonna put together.
so does this mean you will not be welcome back on the USC sideline for a while?
Man, they don't. Lance Swan loved me. And he's the athletic director.
is
He's
the
a ex-Steeler, by the way. It's not personal. It's business. And I'm just speaking my mind as a fan, as somebody who's loyal to the university. And I'm just telling the truth. A lot of people want to say this. They're just not man enough to do it, or they're going to lose their job, or something's going to happen to them. I'm my own boss. You can't fire me, so it is what it is.
By the way, USC has to play host to Notre Dame.
That's what I didn't want to talk about.
Oh, boy. That is
So we'll be 5-7 next time I see you guys.
You are correct.
Boy, it was good to have you, Snoop.
Hey,
My
pleasure
pleasure.
and honor to have you.
Thank
once
you.
again.
Congratulations
Appreciate it.
again. We hope